Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the 4K release of Hellfest. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So yes, Hellfest in 4K. This was from 2018, one of my favorite slasher film / horror movies. And I was so glad to hear that it was getting a 4K because I felt that several of the scenes in the movie warranted a good 4K release because 90% of the movie, A, takes place at nighttime, and B, you're in a fun Halloween / dark carnival setting. So as I suspected, we are given HDR, but as I suspected, the HDR just looks great in places. The lights of the carnival, the various lighting effects in several of the fun houses are just spectacular, and they really pop out. There is some, I don't know if it's intentional, but I think it was probably artificial film grain inserted in to give it a darker, edgier look. And I think for the most part it does work. Nothing really stands out as being, too CGI, which is great. Even I suspect that a lot of the effects were practical, and I always appreciate that in movies. I think CGI gets relied on way too much in movies like this. CGI blood is just absolute worst. I just can't stand it. But luckily, I don't believe we had any of that here. If we did, it was very well covered up or disguised. But it's a very decent movie. If you were a fan of the slasher genre, it's good, and I really like the ending. It's a shame we're probably not getting a sequel because the ending kind of suggests that's something that we could potentially explore. But I enjoyed it. I think overall, I didn't feel the characters were super obnoxious, which that's another thing that can either be really good or really bad depending on how you like watching these. But they were fine. Nobody had. Maybe one or two characters are a little too, one-dimensional, and that's to be expected on movies like this. Not everybody's going to have this huge backstory, but as long as you enjoy the characters on screen, that's all that matters. So yeah, it looks really good, and it's a very, very, HDR worthy picture. We are given a DTSX soundtrack. It sounded great. It was very immersive. My rear speakers were always picking up something. I was always getting the sounds of the Hellfest itself and the ride. Forget it. Going into a fun house, that's when the rears really kind of work for you. And while there isn't a lot of emphasis or heavy LFE, every once in a while I did get a rumble here and there. And for a movie like this, that's fine. There's not giant explosions or things blowing up, that kind of thing. But occasionally it would kick on and we would get some good LFE effects. But yeah, so I recommend, if you are a fan of horror, if you're a fan of slasher films, give this one a try. This isn't something that's cheesy PG-13, we're cutting away from all the good stuff. This is good old-fashioned gore. It's not too gratuitous, and it's a fun setting. I think the setting is absolutely the real star here. It's a fun movie. I'm definitely going back to this one multiple times. So I highly recommend it, and it's, as far as compared to the Blu-ray, I think you definitely would do yourself a favor to get that extra HDR effects from the various things in the Hellfest itself. I can't, the level of detail is just so good. So yeah, I would highly recommend getting the 4K over Blu-ray if at all possible. So yeah, leave in the comments below, what did you think of Hellfest? I'm very interested to hear what you think. So please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.